Hi, I'm Steve. You can call me Steve. Right now, you are bathed in a cloud of dark matter. It's surrounding you and even passing right through you, and it's been doing that for as long as you've been alive. It's okay, it won't harm you. In fact, it's kept our solar system from being flung out into intergalactic space. First off, what exactly is dark matter? Actually, we have no idea. We have a good idea of what it's not. It's not like regular matter, which is the stuff that makes up me, the floor I'm standing on, the camera I'm using to film this, and all of the planets and stars and gas and dust we can see out in space. We can be sure it's not non-glowy normal matter, because math tells us how much there should be. And if that much dust was out there, we wouldn't be able to see distant galaxies because it would obscure everything. We wouldn't see much outside our own galaxy because there'd be too much dust in the way to look through. It's also not neutrinos. I'm not exactly entirely sure where they fit in. How do we know it's there if we can't see it and don't know what it is? We can observe its effects on the stuff we can see. We can watch distant galaxies spin and measure how fast they're spinning. We can also estimate their mass from the intensity of their light and estimate how much dust and gas is in there as well. We understand physics well enough to calculate how fast that mass could spin before bits of it achieved escape velocity. And that limit is slower than what we do see. Something invisible is providing enough gravity in these galaxies to prevent them from splattering apart like clay on a turbocharged potter's wheel. There are a few more examples which I gleaned from Dr. Catherine Mack's site. I'll link to it in the description. It is really good. If you've got further questions, go check it out because she studies this stuff in real life. We do have a couple of hypotheses of what it could be. The leading candidate is a weakly interacting massive particle, or WIMP. Look, I don't make this stuff up. We know they have mass because we can see the effects of their mass. We also know that it doesn't interact with real matter, because if it did, we'd be able to see those interactions and study them. We'd already know what it was. Basically, a WIMP is a chunky particle that just doesn't do much. I will let you make your own jokes about who you think that sounds like. The other major suspect is something called supersymmetry. Physicists have organized all the particles they currently know about into a table, kind of like the periodic table in chemistry, which they call the Standard Model. I don't know why they don't call it a table, but we've established already that physicists give things weird names. Their math suggests that there should be another layer on top of this table, with a bunch of particles very similar to the known ones. That's where the name comes from. Super, on top of. Symmetry, kind of the same. Again, I don't pick these names. The idea is that dark matter might be all of these unknown supersymmetric particles. That's more or less what we understand dark matter to be, kinda. There are a bunch of things we definitely know it isn't. Dark matter is not associated with black holes, despite both names implying darkness. Black holes are ordinary matter compressed down so densely that the laws of physics break. They still weigh the same as an ordinary star, so they're not the source of all of this missing mass. They're also no threat to you, because they're not dark matter. The dark matter that's currently permeating you right now will not suck you into a black hole. Dark matter is also not antimatter. Antimatter is particles of regular matter with the spin flipped. We've observed antimatter. We've seen it. And we've even created tiny amounts of it with a great deal of effort. Because it's destroyed by normal matter, it is vanishingly rare. And so it also can't possibly be the vast amounts of missing matter that we know is there. That's dark matter. You may have your own theory about what it is, what it isn't, or how some modification of existing theory might explain it without having to invent new particles. Please don't tell me what that is. I'm not a particle physicist. Don't tell the particle physicists either, because unless you have years of data from a giant multi-million-dollar detector and 47 pages of math to back it up, they're not going to listen to you. Whatever dark matter is, the Earth has been bathed in it for its entire existence, and nothing cataclysmic has happened. I think we're going to be okay. Thanks for watching. I've been Steve.